So we've seen over the last few years the introduction of sensors inside both players' jerseys and the puck itself, and the data that these collect and transmit open up a huge world of possibilities. Well, with that said, this wasn't one I would have expected to be one of those possibilities, but using the data from these SMT sensors, the real-time puck and player tracking was used to create a virtual 3D animated live hockey game today. That's right, ESPN, Disney, and the NHL partnered up for a first-of-its-kind broadcast of the entire Rangers-Capitals game today, recreated in real time into a virtual outdoor classic with 3D animated players that, along with the commentators Kevin Weeks and Drew Carter, were synced up with what was playing out live in Madison Square Garden. In the virtual environment, it was set in Big City Times Circle. Now, the animations were modeled after characters from the Disney show Big City Greens. Not gonna lie, I did not know that was a thing prior to today, but it's a kids' TV show for those that also didn't know. And one of the things I was immediately wondering about were the goalies. You'll notice they were replaced. Well, let me introduce you. This is Grandma Green in place for Shesterkin and Grandma's son, Bill Green, in place for Kemper. Now, is this for me? Of course not. It wasn't made for me. But honestly, I just find this absolutely incredible. It is such a unique way to appeal to a young audience who I'm sure got a huge kick out of this one. And I gotta be honest, I think this is way better than the NFL's Nickelodeon Day. Maybe my favorite part of it all is that the ref, or in this case, chicken ref, disappears as soon as the puck drops. With that said, let's get to the actual game, and I'll throw in a few animated clips alongside the actual game to see how cool this was. So to start the game, the teams traded goals, with the first one coming from the Rangers as Zibanejad entering leaves it for Tarasenko, who feeds it back with a great pass, and Zibanejad scores his 33rd of the year. The animation isn't too bad, right? Again, I think this is pretty cool. But anyway, answering right back, the Capitals working it down low. Protas gets it to Obe Kubel, and he scores from the slot to tie it right back up. Then with just over 5 to go, Igor with an incredible pass up to Panarin, passes it to Zibanejad, the backhand, and what a beauty for his second of the night. Then the Rangers again, this time on the power play, get set up. Fox over to Kane, who just comes down and blasts one home to double up their lead 3-1. That was it for the first, so we head over to the second, where again the two traded goals, and again the Rangers scored first as Kane to Trocheck feeds it to Trouba, and he scores to take a commanding 4-1 lead. On the other end, the Capitals enter the zone. Oshie drops it for Irwin with a ton of space, and he beats Shesterkin as the Capitals bring it back to within 2. Then right as the second was ending, we got a bit of a scuffle, and who's in the building to watch on? Connor McGregor. I'm personally a huge UFC fan as well, but not everyone is, so we'll go over to the third and final period. The Caps on the power play get a great opportunity, but Shesterkin flashes the leather and keeps the Rangers up by 2. However, with less than 10 to go in the game, right after their power play expires, Dowd shoots, picks up his own rebound, and scores to get them right back in the game. Finally, with Kemper pulled, the Capitals lose the faceoff, and Vesey, with a backhander from way back, nets the empty netter to seal the deal on this one. As the Rangers, coming off a loss from my Penguins the other night, are able to take the dub in this one, and they go exactly 5 for 5 over their last 10. As for the Caps, missing Ovi tonight didn't help, and they take a loss as they are now 4-6 over their last 10. But yeah, with that said, that's it for this one. Thank you guys so much for watching, and let me know, what did you think of the animated NHL game? Again, I think the possibilities with this new technology are pretty insane. But yeah, let me know. I appreciate you as always, and I will see you in the next one.
But I assure you, sir, you will not regret this.
I think I might regret this.